Good morning, friends. I hope your weekend has started well. Uh, this is the view for the week starting 11th of uh, May 2020. Now, let's start with the COVID situation. The COVID situation still seems to be worsening. The problem is the several unknowns that are there. Is there going to be a second wave? Will that wave be stronger than the first wave? The cases are not reducing substantially. You can say the growth rate of cases is lower, etc. But overall, in terms of vaccine, in terms of drugs, yes, several companies are working on them, but nothing to write home about. Yes, medical facilities have been created. Broadly, you can say that people now know what sort of medical facilities may be needed around the world for a guesstimate of how many people die, how many people are critical, etc. So we are in that sense better prepared. The second issue is the economy. The economy globally is doing very poorly. We had the jobs number in the US yesterday, where it lost another 20 million jobs. Now it's debatable how many of those job losses are temporary, but economy is bad. And the good thing in the US is they have unlimited amounts of QE and unlimited amounts of money, so they can keep backstopping their markets at least. And once things are stable, whatever the long term consequences of printing so much money may be, but at least in a crisis, when you spend that sort of money, you kind of stabilize the situation. In India, we are hearing some sort of stimulus of 1.5-2% is on the way. It's not a lot. you know Everything has reached on its last legs. People do not have the kind of resilience and the staying power that people in the US have. So clearly, our situation is much more difficult because there is a limit to how much money we can print. The government exchequer is empty. So the stimulus is likely to be modest. So again, the economy needs it, and the problem here is that here people are hungry also. So there is a humanitarian problem plus an economic problem that we are dealing with. The stimulus can, maybe support for a bit, but can it turn around an economy? One of the key things we need to remember is that we were in trouble before Corona. You know, we had smashed up MSMEs before Corona, and Corona has just taken them to the brink. Okay. I'm not sure that the job losses in India are likely to come back in any sort of a hurry because we are dealing with a situation where the growth rates could be lower, and if we monetize a lot, inflation can pick up as well. We are a high inflation country, and inflation tends to tick up very very soon. Now, what I want to discuss this weekend particularly is the market. Now, obviously, you are hearing people on various media. Some say market is going to go up, others say it is going to go down. If you ask me, the entire rally from 7500 levels has been a pullback rally. Now that everybody knows, but I would compare it similar to the action we had at 12,000 to 12,400, where the market was going up, but was going up on reducing momentum. And even there, there were people who were bullish, people who were bearish, and the market, kind of tortured them by moving in a 400 point type band. A similar market we are having right now, where you can say maybe the range is 9,000 to about 9,600 thereabouts. Whenever we have a gap down, we will recover back up. The days we have a gap up, we will lose all the gains and the market will come off. This will keep going on till all of us get extremely tired with such action, and then you will have the next leg. In my view, there is an 80% chance that we go down and a 20% chance that we have a V-shaped recovery and we start to head beyond 10,000. But in between, what will happen is you will have some geo news and the market will gap up 120, 130 points. You will have some kind of stimulus and the market will again, go rushing up 200 points, but will keep losing the gains. Meanwhile, you will have some bad news, like, maybe some bad news globally. Trump threatens China, this happens, that happens, and you will see a gap down only to see a recovery. Okay. So in this sort of a environment, I don't think a trending market should be expected. We will waste a lot of time doing this slow upside, and then when we are ready, it will just take a small news to have that breakdown. Coronavirus was there even before the market took that into account. But the market decided when it had to fall. So the idea is that you are going to have this sort of a pullback rally, which will be including several declines also. So on the day stimulus is announced, you go up 150 points and then you lose all those gains. So that will be the challenge that you will have in dealing with all of this. I think all of you recall the way we were making 100 points higher bottoms and 100 points higher tops when we were dealing with this, you know, 11,800 to about 12,400 type of zone. Looks like, distance past, but this was just in, December or January. So that is the sort of action which we are seeing. So any and all views may not play out immediately. And given the momentum, I would say even in the US, what you are having is a rally with very slow momentum. Yes, in terms of percentage, it looks large, but even in the US, at some point, the market will consolidate and come off. Now, whether it only retraces 50% of the current rally or goes back down for a retest, that is something that depends on how and where the economy moves. In my opinion, low momentum moves either on the upside or on the downside are not sustainable. And finally, the market breaks in a particular direction and then it starts to come off. So, this is a low momentum market rally which is going on across the world, and in my view, this sort of a lackluster action where volatility is coming off can continue for a bit before you get your strong trending action. So at this point, either you are a day trader, which means market gaps down at the open 150 points, or it gaps up at the open 150 points, and you tend to take the other side. Follow through will be extremely poor. So the important bit is don't try to play for follow through. That should be it. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor. Now, on the Bank Nifty, the financials look weak, but can the financials go down to Bank Nifty go down to 17,000 immediately? I don't think so. We are likely to find support at 19,000. We are likely to find resistance at 20,500. So that way, some sectors will be down every day, some sectors will be up, but broadly we'll keep jumping around the same place. So that is the view for the market, that unless you are, timing the gap down or the gap up, chasing any sort of market action will not pay you at this point. So two ways of thinking about this. A, we wait for the breakdown, and B, you be in this, smaller gains type of mindset till the big push comes, and we'll know when the big push comes and all of a sudden, you hit your jackpot and all the coins start to drop out. Take care and see you next weekend, or maybe one odd video before the next weekend.